Well,
where
hey,
I'm gonna be at.
TW, why'd you switch out to a longer bar?
Well, this wood's a little bit bigger than anticipated, so being a little guy, I need a little bit more length.
Whatever. You're just trying not to make the same screw up I did. Your money's in the truck.
I think I got it!
The whole line is there. I think that might be eventually in your pocket, TW. Right there. Yep.
Oh.
I might keep these. I'm gonna hang them in the shop. I'm gonna put in memory of Bodie on there.
Oh. So,
Yeah, that's
I don't want one. Keep it. I don't want that shit. No, I don't want it. Asshole. Never liked that guy. They, not at all. Taking money from me.
It could have been anybody's win.
Well, what we're going to do, so you win the money now, but we're going to actually see on video who was actually faster.
I like it.
Actually faster.
I like it.
But it's
You'll be better at that than me.
too close to call, though. Good running saw.
They are very good running saws.
Good job. Good job. You beat me fair and square. Fair and square. How's it feel to beat the best?
Just by a little bit.
Hey, so
But
I already
it feels-
told him
Okay.
the reality is I screwed up. No doubt about it.
Yes, he did.
But his saw, if we just go by the times, did 10.33 and mine did 10.277. So that's how close it was. That was, I mean, we both built really good saws. I'm happy. You happy?
Very good saws.
Absolutely.
I think we both
They
did a
were
heck of a
both
job.
running. I don't know what the lead time was. I know Dino Joe won that class, but I'd be interested to know how far off we are from his.
Be nice.
But probably pretty darn close.
Pretty dang close. I think we did good, man.
Absolutely. We did really good.
Very, very good.
Yes, maybe we'll have a rematch for next year. Maybe not.
We'll pick something and go with it. You got it.
Yeah, I got you on the lemming competition, though.
You
so.
did do that. You won that, didn't you?
Yeah, I believe I did. They haven't announced it, but I believe they did. I
that's just the way the cookie crumbles, right? Um, I mean, racing is racing. That's it. And whenever I re-edited, if I could have ran a perfect run, that's why Ken Freeman always wins. Ken, he's perfect. So he does it perfect. He competes in a lot of Sawyer events, lumberjack events, whatever, and he is dialed. And so I need to practice. Need to practice. So at 9.9 seconds, now Joe did it. Joe's Poland was running great. I'm looking here. So Joe Harkness did it in 8.928. Ken Freeman did it in 9.714. Where would 9.9 have fallen? Gary Buxton did it at 9.6. John Wozniak did it in 9.4. But Joe had an outstanding time, and his saw was ripping, And get this. There we go. So his saw was blasting through that wood. It was really awesome. So even with me editing it to where I would have had a perfect run, he still beat me by a full second, which is a lot. That's 20% more. Is it 20? And probably about 15% more. 15% faster. So excellent job to you, Joe, and to everybody else. But this is why guys like me, we need to practice. I'm pretty good. I had some good solid runs. That's the only run that I really screwed up on. And I had fun. It was awesome. I ended up winning the lemming competition. I took first place in that with the Echo 4310 that Briscoe built for me. But I mean, speed of the saw really wasn't the trick there. That was with me. I was talking with Daniel and Reese afterwards about it, and yes, I did well. I moved quickly, but one of the things that really helped me out was my height. Reese, he said he was watching me, and he was like, "Do you realize from the end of the log, from the beginning of the log to the end of the log, you only took 2 steps, and then you had like 1 step back and set it down." So that really helped me out a lot in the lemming competition. The saw was great, but there were other people with fast saws. There were people using 550s. Heck, Joe Harkness used his Poland Pro 425. He had that big thing ripping, which was kind of funny to hear, But all of this stuff, I said it in some other video. I think on Smitty's video, my favorite part about the Sawfest is the racing. I enjoy the shit out of that. I could get up there and race over and over and over again. I really, really like it. It's super fun for me, and I could just do that nonstop. Just one right after that. Set it down. Okay, take a 5-minute break. Do it again. Love it. That is so much fun for me. But everybody wants to win. Okay, there's nobody that gets up there some people will say, "Oh, I don't care." And, generally speaking, they don't. But sure, if they had to choose, they would prefer to win. Everybody does. That's just natural, right? But there'll be more videos to come. I was absolutely swamped all weekend long with a lot of people talking with me, and met a lot of cool folks. Curtis, thank you. The pipe for the 170. We'll have a story of that. And there's a real fun little story, not in the moment, but nobody's nitrous worked. And we have figured out why. But just to get it out, because I just can't stand it, I want to say I'm so proud. The Farm Hack took third place in the 372 class, the 372 clone class. Absolutely blown away by that. I was like, what? I mean, Brennan Cass was first, and then Matt House was second, and then me. So I was just blown away by that. I did not think the Farm Hack ran that good, but it did. I had a good run, sure, but so did everybody else. A lot of people, anyways. Some people screwed the pooch, but I had a good run. But the saw is fast. I feel really good about that, and it's really cool talking with Matt about it afterwards. And he's like, oh, I was watching the video, I knew it was fast. And he's like, your 2165, I knew it was fast. My 2165 beat Matt. I think I don't want to say that if it didn't happen, but where's it at? Where's Matt House? So, okay, that's what it is. I didn't beat Matt because I screwed up. You know, I didn't disqualify. I went ahead and cut that little snip off of the end there, and it was fine. However, my time, my actual time for the race was 6:22. But like if you take away that little snippet, even with my little mistake, I got 10.27, and Matt House, he must have flubbed up on that one. I don't know, but he got 11.446. And anyway, stuff like that is astounding to me. I'm extremely happy, and I know that Matt would be happy for me. He has really helped me out a lot, and I think very highly of that guy. But yeah, to be building saws that are as fast as his, I am a happy boy. Just because this is the first video, and I know you guys have been waiting to see some content and everything, I did a raffle ticket. I bought several raffle tickets, and I ended up winning a port job by Ethan Trainer. So I am stoked about that as well. I don't know Ethan very well at all. And it's also kind of a weird thing because I got massive admiration for the young guy, and he's just young. I don't want to say a kid because in our culture that's kind of demeaning, but he's very young. He looks like he's in his early to mid 20s, and he just does exceptional work. And what I found in this little community, you have basically you have those who don't know and those who know. Now the group of those who know is really small because they're the people that actually go to the events and actually talk to people and don't get stuck in their little nuclei, which can be fun, but whenever you go to these events and you actually find people and you meet people, Reese was saying that. He was like saying, how he was meeting people like Gary Buxton, and then he has no idea who that person is. Then he goes home and he realizes and figures out, and so the people who know versus the people who just don't know is huge. It's staggering, the difference. But for the people out there who know, Ethan Trainer does really good work, and I'm extremely happy that I am getting a port job from him. I don't know which saw I'm going to send him yet. Maybe I'll do a poll. I don't know. That'll be a saw that I will want to keep. And so therefore I should pick wisely, pick the right saw. See what I'm saying? And I shouldn't just be like, here's this whatever, you know, it should be something that I want to keep because he does really good work, and I'd be happy to have it, and it'd be like, yeah, Ethan ported that for me, you know, but yeah, it is a little weird because totally I think so highly of that young man, and I hardly even know him, and and he's, you know, half my age, but you know, you if you pay attention, you can hone in and figure out who the ones are who actually know what they're talking about, and well, if you watch this channel, you probably know who doesn't know what they're talking about. But who cares about that? I don't. So anyways, yeah. Absolute blast of a weekend. My voice is still a little bit hoarse. I smoked, but I didn't smoke as much as I did last time. Thanks, Todd, for the reminder on that one. I got to hang out with several subscribers. Oh, I had mentioned Curtis. Well, we'll save that story. He made a pipe for the 170. There you go. But there'll be more on that to come whenever I do a video for the 170 class. But I really hung out a lot with Jared Hoth. Jared hosts a race up in Michigan, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's in Michigan, but it's really just across the Ohio border. It's not very far from where we are right here. But it's in like February, and it's cold. It was a cool guy, Nate Olmstead. There you go, buddy. That's for you right there. Nate, turns out he likes to F with me a bit in the comments, and you know, I'm always like, who's this guy, right? You know. But I had met him last year. I just couldn't remember his name. I meet so many people. You guys can't like hold it against me if I'm like, who are you? Because just so many, and I'm horrible with names anyways. Doug, crazy feller, was there. Got to see him again. Who else? See, this is it. I told you, I'm horrible with names. So that's the way it goes. I'm sorry. But always have fun hanging out with those guys in Ohio. Just they got a real good group of friends, and they're tight. And like everyone there at the event was great and gracious and fun and just enjoyable to be around. And that's no joke. I mean, whenever people say that, like I saw Smitty's video and everybody, he's like, what's your favorite part about this? And they're all like, the people. That ain't no joke. I think I was the only jackass that was like, I like the racing. but that's truth. I mean, I really enjoy it. It would be awesome if I had a couple minions to like take care of my saw stuff and do all that stuff. That way I could just stand there and talk, and then they're like, oh, you're up. Here's a saw. I'll be like, yeah. But truly though, the getting to hang out with other folks is like, why can't we all live just like within an hour from each other? Wouldn't that be cool? You know, we all just hang out and talk and have an event, I don't know, every other weekend, and you can go if you want to or not, you know, and we could all just hang out and run chainsaws. Anyways, yeah, I'm super stoked. Glad it's over. It was an absolute miserable day yesterday. This is the morning after. Miserable day yesterday. It was just awful. It was cold. It was raining all day. Luckily, it was just drizzle all day, and so we could push on with it. You know, got pretty muddy, but we suffered through it, and it was good. Now Friday, it was beautiful. The Clone Wars night, wow, that was beautiful weather there. But anyways, that's enough of this ramble session. Congratulations, TW. You were gracious in your win, and hopefully I was gracious in my defeat. And the way that it worked out, it was actually pretty neat. We both won, you know. You won the race. Absolutely. You You won the race. Congratulations. That's the way racing goes. But I built the faster saw.